You are throwing your entire body out of the water and up into the air, hurling yourself at the face of a waterfall. You have tried this a dozen times already, and a dozen times the current has smashed you back down into the churning pool below. Above you, on the rocks, a bear is waiting with its mouth open. Behind you is the ocean you will never see again. And here is the part that makes no sense at all. You are doing every bit of this on an empty stomach because you have decided for good to never eat again. This is the last journey of a salmon going home. To understand why a fish would do something this insane, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. And your beginning was about as far from this waterfall as you can imagine. It was also the exact same spot. You started as a single tiny egg, buried in the gravel at the bottom of a cold, clear stream, high up in the mountains, hundreds of miles from any ocean. You hatched into a fish barely bigger than your own eye, hiding in the pebbles, trying not to get eaten. And almost right away, something inside you said one word: go. Go downstream. So you did. You let the river carry you, mile after mile, down out of the mountains, growing as you went, surviving rapids and predators, following the water all the way to the place it was leading you, the sea. But you could not just swim into the ocean. And this is the first genuinely unbelievable thing your body does. A fish built for freshwater cannot survive in saltwater. It would kill you. So before you ever reach the sea, your body completely rebuilds itself from the inside out. Your chemistry changes. The whole way your body handles salt and water flips until a fish that would have died in the ocean becomes a fish that would now die in a river. You transform on the move into a saltwater creature, and then you swim out into the open blue. And for a while, life is actually good. This is your peak, the best years you will ever have. You grow from a tiny thing into a big, strong, powerful fish. You roam thousands of miles of open ocean, eating your fill, getting fat and fast and muscled. If the story ended here, it would be a happy one. It does not end here. Because one day, something switches on inside you. A pull, an urge so strong you cannot fight it and would not know how to. It is time to go home, and not just to any river. You are being pulled back to one specific stream, the exact patch of gravel where you hatched. Hundreds of miles inland, a place you have not seen since you were smaller than a leaf. So how could you possibly find it? You find it by smell. When you were a baby, the unique scent of your home stream was burned into your memory. And now, crossing an entire ocean, you follow that scent like a thread, sniffing your way back to the one river in the world that made you. It is one of the most astonishing feats of navigation on the planet, and you pull it off without a single map, driven by a memory you did not even know you had. But the moment you leave the salt and push back into freshwater, the deal changes, and it changes into something dark. Because now, you stop eating. Completely. You will not take another bite of food for the rest of your life. Everything you do from this point forward, every mile, every leap, every fight against the current, runs entirely on the fat and muscle you built up out in the ocean. You are a machine with a full tank and no way to refuel, and the second you turn inland, the fuel gauge starts sliding toward empty. A countdown has begun, and it ends with you. Now, the real gauntlet starts. You have to swim upstream against the full force of the river, the entire way home. Every rapid, every ledge, every waterfall, you throw yourself at it, leaping into the air again and again, getting knocked back and trying again, because stopping simply is not an option. And at every one of these choke points, where the water squeezes all of you into one narrow, shallow place, the predators are waiting. Bears line the banks, scooping fish right out of the air. Eagles circle overhead. This is the easiest meal of their entire year, and you are it. Countless salmon die right here, so close to home, snatched out of the water on the final stretch. And even if nothing eats you, your own body is turning against you. This is the strangest, most haunting part of the whole journey. As you burn through your reserves, you begin to fall apart while you are still swimming. Your skin breaks down and changes color. Your fins wear away to nubs. In some kinds of salmon, your jaw warps into a giant hook and your whole shape twists. You are quite literally rotting alive, decaying a little more with every mile, and still you keep going. You have become a dying fish that flatly refuses to stop swimming. And then, at last, you make it. You reach the very same gravel bed where your life began. You are battered, starving, half falling apart, and you are home. And now you do the one thing this entire impossible journey was for. You spawn. The females carve nests into the gravel and lay their eggs. The males fertilize them, and just like that, the next generation of salmon is tucked safely into the riverbed. You did it. Against the ocean, against the bears, against your own decaying body, you got the eggs home. And then, within days, you die. That was always the ending. It was never in question. You were never going to swim back out to sea and do this again. Your kind gets one shot at this, one journey, one single chance to spawn, and the price of taking that shot is your life. You spent everything you had, right down to the last of your own body, and you spent it on purpose. But here is why it is not really a sad ending, because your death feeds everything. Your body, packed full of all the richness you gathered from thousands of miles of ocean, sinks into the very stream where you were born, and it feeds the whole place. It feeds the bears, fattening up for winter. It feeds the eagles, the insects, and the little fish in the shallows. It even feeds the great trees along the bank, whose roots drink up what is left of you. You carried the ocean 1,000 miles inland, and you gave it away to a forest. And down in the gravel, right beneath the place where your body finally came to rest, sit the eggs. Your eggs. And one day soon, they will hatch into tiny fish barely bigger than an eye, hiding in the pebbles of a cold mountain stream. And something inside each of them will say one word: go. And the whole impossible, brutal, beautiful journey will begin all over again.